drink while I tell you guys a story time of how I met the random man from Atlanta. So, I was 21, I moved to Georgia, I had my own apartment, me and my cousins. I lived on the 3rd floor, he lived on the 1st floor, right? So, I worked from home at that time, I was mortgage banking, and I loved being outside, so I would always go downstairs and eat in my car, because I didn't, like, have a balcony or anything. He would always come to my door and, like, just say stuff, like, can we hang out, or, like, you know, like, what's your name? I want to get to know you type stuff. And I was, like, so terrified of him, you guys. Like, and he had this little pit bull that he would, like, take everywhere he went, but, like, not on a leash. He would always be outside every single time I got home. So I would call my dad, like, Dad, stay on the phone with me. Like, this kid is creeping me out. And he wasn't a kid, by the way. He's, like, almost 30 years old. So anyways, I feel like I was so, like, afraid of him because this was, like, my first relationship. So he started, like, coming around and we would, like, hang out with our friends, like, and then obviously we were, like, in a college type, like, environment. So everybody was, like, mingling and everybody was always trying to, like, get us to be together. And I was like, no, like, I'm not giving him a chance. Like, I just totally, like, he's just not my type. Finally, I started, like, actually kind of liking him, and I was like, okay, like, I could see this, like, happening. He caught feelings. He finally asked me to be his girlfriend, and I said yes, whatever. We never really went on a date, like, where you, like, dress up and, like, go do all that. Like, he used to always, like, hang out. Like, he would take me to the hood. We would go, like, hang out with his friends. Because he sold stuff to the town. That's all that I could say. This sounds so bad. Anyways, sometimes, like, go get food together, like, whatever, go to, like, the bar or something, like, you know, normal people things. Finally, everything, like, just stopped. Like, there was literally, like, I remember 6 months in a row, I was pregnant too, where I was begging him to take me on a date, like, please, like, let's go for a walk. You don't have to spend money on me, like, I just want to spend time with you. Like, it was so bad. I had no friends because it was, like, to the point where I couldn't just go hang out with friends because he monitored and controlled every single thing that I did of every single part of the day. Like, I'm not kidding. If I was, like, ever to go hang out with a friend or something, it was like, oh, you're cheating on me. Like, but he could, like, spend all of his time in the club or, like, do whatever he wanted. There was red flags, don't get me wrong, but, like, when you're literally so in love and on top of that, you're so young, you're so far away from all of your family and you're pregnant, I was depressed, okay? There was times where I literally felt like he was the only person that I had, like, so I just listened to everything that he would say and that was it. And, like, he's much older than me. He used to always try and, like, little girl me, even though, like, I was basically paying most of the bills all the time. Like, I was the one doing the dishes, the laundry, like, literally everything, and he would still try and, like, little girl me and tell everybody that I'm, like, so annoying to him, and that's why he would, like, run to the club and, like, spend all of his money at the club on the strippers. And, like, mind you, I got really real when, like, I found out that I was pregnant, and I was like, dude, like, we need to start, like, saving money, like, this is real, like, we're gonna have a kid, like, a mini us. And he just totally, like, didn't care. Like, there was signs that he was gonna leave me for sure, obviously, but I didn't want it to happen. Like, I was hanging on by a thread. Cause anyways, towards the end of our relationship, he did go on a date. It wasn't with me, though. He told me, hey, I'm gonna go out, like, with my sisters tonight. Like, my blood sisters. I'll be back later. Like, I was like, okay, cool. Like, that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm not gonna stop you from going to hang out with your sisters. Come to find out, he went out with strippers who are not his blood sisters, by the way, because my cousin sent it to me and she was like, hey, like, is this him? And I was like, that is him. And this was the same cousin who ended up sending me that he went to a whole baby shower for his baby while I was pregnant. Just stupid. I was very, very, very stupid. Don't be like me. That's all that I can say. And take your birth control so you don't end up with a kid from a random man in Atlanta.